gorgeous.
I'm 2 seconds away, hold tight.
Just turning the music down. I am so happy to have each of you here. I'm so excited to be here. I have been waiting for this moment. We are going to talk about clarity, conviction, and confidence in owning your soul gifts. So get ready. This is an angel team meeting. If you are joining us later, you better get organized and get in order. The Divine Oracle Queen is here today. We are not doing Magical Artist Loba today. We have things to do. So this message is for a very specific type of person. You are someone who has frequency level, spiritual, psychic gifts on this planet. You came here to be embodied, not only in your spiritual, psychic gifts and angel body, but in your physical, human, earthy, material body. That requires you to be grounded in both your physical, material, structural, masculine realm, as well as be grounded in your feminine frequency. What do I mean by this? What I notice is both of these things going awry. What that looks like when it happens is in your psychic gifts, when you are in them, you are not grounded, you are wobbly. What that looks like in your physical body is you are not grounded, you are wobbly, right? So what I'm here to do is support you to ground into both of your psychic gifts and your physical body at the same time. This is the frequency that has been missing, that you're now ready to create an iconic structure from. Iconic means one. We did not come here to be floating around the fairy realms. I love the fairies. They don't live up there. They live inside of the earth. We cannot get lost in our psychic realm. We get to be grounded in there as well. Now, you have powerful gifts and I know it. You have powerful gifts and I know it. When you anchor into your physical body and your gifts both at the same time, with the royal DNA level activations that all of my work include, what will happen is your body, life, mind, and soul will start shedding everything that is taking away from the stability. The biggest gift of my work is stability. Now, this is very rare. It is very rare for a human being to be so embodied in their physical body as well as their spiritual psychic gifts. It is extremely rare. Who you are is extremely rare. What I'm here to help you do is ground into it so deeply that you become truly unshakable. And this is what I was born here in order to complete, in order to do with you, because you require stability. You require stability. It is not okay for you to be questioning what's happening and wondering what you saw and what you interpreted. It is not okay for your physical body to feel afraid. When my clients step into this realm, we decimate the root of that fear. It does not touch them. It does not touch them. This is something that I am so embodied in, not only in this lifetime, but across lifetimes. The level of sattva that I have, sattva is the strength of your soul. When you alchemize anything on any level of consciousness, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, your aura, your soul, your physical body, when you alchemize anything on any of the levels of your being, and you do them so permanently, which is the only type of work that I do, that strength travels with you across lifetimes. I have a lot of that strength. I have a lot of that strength. And I do not say this as a challenge, I say this as a truth. I've been through over 10 near-death experiences. in this lifetime. The level of strength and power and confidence that I continue to embody in this lifetime has shown me, and the level of strength, confidence, and grounding that enters my clients' realms has shown me how possible this is. When you become someone who fear cannot move, who manipulation cannot move, that is the only time that you become so grounded in your spiritual, your soul-led, your psychic gifts that you can make the difference that you came here to make. Because guess what's happening when you're not doing that? You feel uncertain and you feel wobbly. This is not okay with me. For the most powerful, the most precious, the most grounded in God, grounded in divinity, human beings and frequency leaders that you are on this planet. You did not come here to abandon your divine mission. What's going on is things are coming up that you get to alchemize. What's going on when you know your psychic and spiritual gifts in the invisible realms, you can see them, you understand what you're doing for your clients, but maybe they can't see it. What's going on when you do it that way is you don't have conviction. You don't have conviction in your spiritual psychic gifts, and you need to. You get to. The more conviction and groundedness that you have in your invisible gifts, the more power and precision that you will sell them with, that you will share them with, that you will emanate them out. All three of these layers are important. Clarity. You get to know what are your gifts, what are your exact spiritual psychic gifts that you're sharing with the world. What are they? Number 2, conviction. Once you know what your psychic spiritual gifts are, you have to believe in them so strong that you step into that spiritual power. Welcome, Queen. When you are grounded in your invisible, spiritual, psychic, energetic, angel gifts that I can see in you so clearly, and you're grounded in your physical body, you are untouchable. You are untouchable. You are absolutely untouchable. The goal isn't to be untouchable. The goal is for you to be able to live out your divine mission in this lifetime without getting distracted, without going off track, without any energy leaks. And the best way for you to do that is to be grounded in both of your bodies at the same time without thinking about it. When you look at quantum physics, the atom becomes when it's witnessed. Okay? So you may have understood this on the physical material level. When you create material success for yourself, you're witnessed. You create evidence. You feel confident. You feel clarity. You feel resourced. You feel supported. But when you create evidence and witnessing in the invisible realm, do you see? You are going to get 100x more powerful immediately, because you will have been seen, and not just once. You get to be continuously seen. I had a reminder come up that has a beautiful affirmation for me. If you are new here, I love you. Welcome. You are ready for an extra dose of clarity, conviction, and confidence. Conviction is your belief in your own work. Number 3, confidence is the ability to now take that work and share it with the world without doubt in your body, mind, or soul. When you step into the realm with me, when you step into any one of my offers, The level of stability and grounding that starts dripping into your body is incredible. It is incredible. Each of my offers are an energetic, divine frequency flow that starts flowing as soon as you make the payment through the portal to step in. I will always remind you, set your internal energetic intentions before you pay for anything in my realm, because that energy starts flowing immediately. Then it gets stronger, and then it gets anchored with every part of the process. Here's your intention setting form. Here's the live call. Here's the recording. Here's this. Every single time that you interact with my work of your own avail of your own self-motivation, it gets stronger in your being, in your frequency. You get more grounded. You get more stable. You feel peace. You stop wobbling. I have a new offer for those of you who are already aware of your spiritual, your psychic gifts. You're ready to take them to the next level. You're ready to embody your power at the next level. You're ready to expand your capacity to receive and emanate your gifts out into the world at the next level. This option is called the Royal Field. I will be recalibrating your frequency field with you over the course of 8 weeks. You require 8 weeks because while your field is recalibrating, your body will move. You will have to correct all of the things in your field that may be stopping you from receiving and expanding both your spiritual gifts and your material gifts. This is how it works. The level of my work is immensely potent, immensely powerful, creates rapid speed and momentum. So many of my clients have made the payment and overcome their greatest fear before they even arrived to the first call. The frequency moves. It depends upon how much capacity you have to receive. When you utilize the Sacred Soul Voice audios, the Divine Frequency audios, some of my deeper work, the Divine Fire Alchemy audios, which, by the way, I am the Divine Fire. So this frequency that you are sensing now, but I am not unleashing into the field because it's frequency protected. I only do work with consent. I only do work with consent, which is why the payment is required. You make the payment, you consent to receiving the support in your frequency field. Even in receiving the support in your frequency field, I am not touching you. I do not touch your body. I do not touch your field. That is archaic. That is an archaic way of energy work. We do not do that here. We are ancient queens. We understand how to hold our individuation and sovereignty. We do not overreach. We do not collapse and let something in. No, we don't do that. We hold the field clear. Inside. Your soul stays clear. You're not taking from anyone. And you're not allowing yourself to collapse and be taken from. That is not what's happening. The biggest reason I see the most powerful, psychic, spiritually gifted, energetically gifted, powerful souls face even the tiniest bit of wobble is because they lack that capacity on an instinct level to hold the field grounded. Because if you have to think about it, if you have to do nervous system regulation exercises, if you have to quote unquote XYZ whatever, in order to feel embodied, to let yourself breathe and live your work. That's not it. That's not it. Your instinct can move on faith. Your instinct can move on miracle. Your instinct can move on power. Your instinct can move on confidence. This is available for you to the degree that you have capacity in your field to receive. So if you're ready for the royal field, this is going to be the most powerful way for you to step into my work. It's going to include your very own soul jewel extraction sequence live psychic dialogue call, where I'm going to extract and tell you in words and show you and let you see yourself, your own gifts, so that you can walk away with killer confidence, self-trust, and clarity to describe your actual gifts. That clarity and how you describe your gifts and the colors and the frequency and what's happening for you and what's happening for your clients, that is not for your clients. That is for you. So that you know that, okay, I'm actually doing this. This is actually happening. This is not a figment of my imagination. I am weaving these frequency threads across the ethers. You get to know that. You get to be seen and witnessed in that. What I feel is missing is people have understood that you need a physical witness in order to acclimate into your most powerful version of you so that you can be seen as her in the physical material realm. But who's going to see you in the invisible realm? Who's going to see your spiritual gifts? Who's going to see you and the fact that you can expand across the entire ocean? Who's going to see you when you can weave psychic frequency magic and divine frequency ethers? Who is going to see you when your golden threads are recoding DNA? Who's going to see that? Because if that's not seen, it's not grounded. And then you keep questioning. That is not of service to you or your clients or your gifts. Your gifts are so powerful. I'm here to support you in expanding that power, creating this courage, this potency, this magic, so that you stop wobbling. You do not have to let anyone's energy in. That is not a thing. That is not a thing. When you and your body become so sensitive, so clear, so discerning, you will recognize immediately, hey, I let this in. This is my fear. This is what's going on. I'm not here for this. I'm not available for that. That's trauma. That's karma. That's my past. I'm here for my divine mission, my dharma. I'm here to be the one that I came here to be, and I will not be anything less than her. When you become this person, there is absolutely nothing in the way between you and your divine mission, you and your soul, you and God. You become one. The royal field is here to activate this level of your divine destiny. If you're ready for it, message me. I'm only taking 2 clients in the month of May because it is an 8-week sequence. You will have the soul jewel. I love these reminders. You will have the soul jewel extraction. You will also have a psychic biz concierge. These calls have quadrupled people's income in the past because as a psychic, I'm able to see your through line for your soul genius. And you, from your own mouth, will automatically be like, yeah, actually, I don't want to do this. This is not my soul mission. You're going to start moving so fast in the direction of your soul, because you are not someone who can actually deviate from your soul. This is what some people are not understanding. Some of us were born only for a singular mission. When we do anything outside of that mission, it is not going to work. You are attuned for a singular mission. Your angels, your God, goddess, the entire frequency realms are on your team. This is the thing that you came here to do because it is a pure emanation of the frequency of your soul, which is a flame inside of your heart. It is real. You only came here to sell and share your soul genius with the world. You cannot do halfway. Lions don't eat grass. Cardboard disgusts you. You're like, what are these squares? These squares, just put me in front of my people. Let's go. We have things to do. You only came here for this. You cannot do anything else. So the sooner you get even more powerful, more convicted, more confident, more grounded in your body so that you don't have to put up all of these reminders, and you can see yourself. You can see the gifts that you bring into the world, and you stop feeling like you have, what is a beta testing? What is that? You don't need to confirm what you can do for your people. You already know, are you doing it or not? In order to sell something that hasn't been done before, that hasn't been seen before, you require a ginormous amount of power, conviction, clarity, and confidence to do that, because you know what you can do for your people. You cannot test it. You've been training for this lifetime, for lifetimes. You have to know your power. You have to know your benevolence. You have to know with clarity exactly what you are doing and what is happening for the other person. You have to be ironclad that you will not break into their soul sphere. You will not touch them. You will not touch their energetic body. You have to know strongly who you are in order to do what you came here to do. Until you do not know yourself, how can you do it? How can you feel good in your own body? How can you feel satisfied? How can you feel a level of success in your body? Your confidence gets to be at this level. Do you hear me? I don't want you questioning your gifts or your body or your capacity or your divine mission. Not when I can see it so clearly, and I will tell you it in words. I will tell you it in words. I can see all of the magic that you're doing. I can understand your frequency level gifts. God sent me here with this sight. I can see your soul. It's important that you are seen by someone who can see you. If someone cannot see you, they cannot ground and support you to ground you into who you are. I mean, imagine you're this beautiful red rose, and you have such magical gifts for the world, right? And then this person, they don't have the soul sight. They don't have the divine seeress. They don't have God and their angel team. They cannot see you. They think you're a banana. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't want to be around a banana. Do you understand how you feel better when you're seen by people that are your soul queens, your soul kings? I do not even call people sisters and brothers. Forget that. Forget that. We came from a soul ancestry straight from God. I don't know what our connection is other than the fact that you are a queen and I am a queen. I'm not here to tell you what to do. You already know what to do. I'm here to remind you of who you are, how powerful you are. You require someone in your life who is going to fight for you, who's going to fight for your soul, who's going to say your mission matters, your life matters, your beauty matters, your frequency matters. You require someone in your life who's going to love you for the soul that you are, who doesn't require you to perform. You cannot be her if you're not seen by someone like that. We are human beings. We require to be seen, witnessed, supported, be held in community. Where are you going to get a community that can see the invisible gifts of you? First, you become your own community. Second, soul jewel extraction sequence. I'm going to see you, 55-minute call. You keep the audio recording for a lifetime. It includes the Genius Frequency Prophecy PDF, where I'm going to clear up and itemize all the aspects of your soul gifts that you have available to you and online at the moment that we meet. It is a cosmic appointment in time. I'm going to write you soul poetry about your soul in specific words. You're going to take that and record that in your own voice, because your own voice is powerful. Between that recording and my recording of my voice, you are going to have two witnesses on tap, at a button. You never have to wake up another day in your life ever again not remembering your gifts, not remembering who you are, being unclear, feeling unconfident, wondering if you even have something to give. That never has to ever happen again. Soul Jewel Attraction Sequence, done. Done. The women that have experienced this work, it has created such a tidal wave in their life that is permanent, that is sustainable, that is powerful, and it is withstanding. I can do that because I am her. The level of my subconscious that has been alchemized, it's not limited to this lifetime. You are like this too. You have gifts from across lifetimes. And you're still thinking that you're selling something like a strategy or a business support? Honey, that is not what you're doing. You are psychic. You have gifts. Your frequency holds power. Have you ever said something and seen it take like wildfire across hundreds of people? That is psychic power. That is frequency power. Most people don't have that. It requires immaculate clarity in the soul force that you are. You are her. Now you get to build up the masculine support, the actual structures, the pages, the whatever, the websites, it doesn't matter. In order to pour that frequency through, that's what you're doing. I wish I could figure out, well actually I don't want to, so it's good for the little affirmation reminder to come in, so hope I can take a breath. If you feel activated by this, you literally have no idea what is going to happen when you start listening to my audios, when you do even one call with me. So here's your job. You're going to pick one. Your choices are Soul Jewel Extraction Sequence. You get the call, we do the extraction, we talk, it's clear. I'm only pulling out the soul gifts that you're already naturally embodied in. We are not going to talk about your modalities and your systems. It's not required. However, if you get the royal field, we are going to work into that and ensure that you have a powerful landing and grounding with your psychic biz concierge so that you know exactly where to pour these soul systems through. Okay? The royal field also includes my premiere and signature collection, Sacred Soul Voice. It already has 6 audios in it. However, I'm adding a 7th audio just for those of you who are stepping into the royal field. It is going to be a Divine Fire Alchemy audio that supports you in your entire body system, subconscious aura, energetic, every part of you. It creates a visualization and support for you so that you can go in there and alchemize any belief that you need to on demand. On demand. I want you doing that at least twice a month. I want you doing that every single week for 13 weeks to start off. We're going heavy because you didn't come here for anything less than expansion. Not only in your spiritual psychic gifts, because girl, I had a whole new level of my gifts come online literally yesterday. And this morning, I have 1,000 more. And they're not whispers or, oh, I think I could do this. Oh, maybe I see this color. No, they are clear. They are fully embodied gifts that I spent lifetimes curating to perfection, and they cannot come into this lifetime until there's space in my entire soul sphere. Do you understand where I'm going with this? The more of your frequency that is alchemized, the more space you have to expand into it. Einstein only used whatever percent of his brain. Girl, we can use so much more than that. Your expansion is infinite. We are not stopping. We came here for infinite expansion. Women birth miracles. We are the source point of miracle frequency. I say this because you have other gifts that cannot come online until you walk with someone and let your genius frequencies co-create and weave together in the realms so that you can become alchemized in the channels that I've already alchemized. Whenever I work with someone, our higher selves and our angel team is God, and God is in charge, and they start co-creating whatever needs to be co-created. Inside Heart of the Divine Warrior Queen, I am sending out tiny streams of frequency every month. It's ongoing. It's continuous. You can step into that for the whole year. That keeps you up to date on the frequency. You came here for this. You're not interested in a little by little, small amount of expansion. You did not come here to pick off limiting beliefs, or what are we calling them now? Upper level limits. They're the same thing. They're the same thing. Any belief system that you have that stops you from going beyond that because you think that it's not possible, it's stopping you. It's stopping you. Why? Because you're so powerful, my love. You're so powerful. We are so powerful that we can stop things. We can stop things and we can initiate them. And we can maintain them, okay? So it's time to get good at all three. I have a very powerful system for you that is so elegant, so elegant. You download the audios, they're not on a website, they're not somewhere else. You download them to your computer, to your phone. There's a beautiful little app right now. You can use that or just use them for your phone or your computer. Doesn't matter. You click the button. You press play, you set an intention, you go on the journey, and it's done. It's that simple. A live call with me? Well, pretty sure you just experienced what that's like. A written frequency PDF from me, you have that to look at, to drink in. That is an activation for you that you get to drink in and embody for lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes. You came here to play at the edge. You are the edge. We're going for exponential expansion. Divine Fire Alchemy is the frequency approach of my soul. I have used the power of my own soul to heal all parts of my body. I've reversed DNA level epigenetic patterns. I'm not available. I was not available for any of those things to play out in my body. Doesn't matter if there was a history, heart disease, fibroids, heavy periods, hysterectomies, autoimmune, thyroid. Yes, I had all of these. A golf ball sized cyst that I was scheduled for surgery. Guess what? I preferred a non-invasive support. Health doesn't excite me anymore. the expansion of your brain and your divine power and the level of embodiment and capacity that we can utilize and play with the Divine Fire Alchemy frequency series with in your body, that excites me. Sacred soul voice is the first step. You cannot plant a forest of Divine Fire Alchemy in a field that has never even born tiny little seedlings, okay? We start with sacred soul voice, okay? That prepares the field and makes it so fertility rich. It is so powerful that some of my clients who only have sacred soul voice insist that it changed their whole life. They don't even know what Divine Fire Alchemy feels like in their body, because it's about capacity. How much capacity do you have to receive? How much capacity do you have to receive magic, money, miracles, resources, the masculine and the feminine? How much capacity? Okay, do you have capacity to hold and retain? Or are you just going to drop it and spill it? Do you have capacity to receive? Do you have capacity to hold and retain and keep that miracle baby frequency in you? And my favorite part, do you have the capacity to let it grow brighter and expand and have exponential growth factor? I don't know about you. I want all three. That is what we came here for. I'll see you inside the royal field. If you're ready for your first step, Soul Jewel Extraction Sequence is already linked for you in my profile. Come see me. If you have a question, you desire support and clarity on which offer is most suited to your taste, written text me. That means write with words. I don't receive voicemails. I love you guys so much. This made me so happy. Also, this outfit is the new outfit du jour. Sometimes I just need to be queen, okay? I did a lot of telling. You're welcome. If you are ready to get your divine mission on fire, I am so ready to meet you. I love you so much.